You spent hours, maybe days, creating that webinar, blog, or ebook, and after a few posts, it disappears into the void. Not because it's bad content, because it's not being repurposed the right way. In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest mistakes marketers make when repurposing long-form content and how to fix them. If you're trying to get more ROI from the content you already have, this is for you. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, no distribution strategy. You've created the content, but where is it actually going? Who's seeing it? And is it formatted in a way that fits the platform? Posting the same asset everywhere isn't repurposing, it's recycling. And recycled content doesn't perform. Repurposing only works when it's tailored to the channel and the user behavior on that channel. Start by asking these questions. Where does my audience spend their time? And what channels do I feel confidently using? Start with 2 or 3 channels where your audience is active and where you can show up regularly. Get really good at using those channels. Learn what content performs, adapt your format and message for each one. For example, a blog post might become a LinkedIn carousel and newsletter. A webinar could be broken into short clips for YouTube and a blog post. A smart distribution strategy is about making the right content in the right format for the right channel. Mistake number 2, no repurposing system. This is usually where things fall apart. You've got great content, solid ideas, but every time you try to repurpose it, it feels like you're starting from scratch. That's because you don't have a system. Without a clear workflow, repurposing becomes messy, inconsistent, and overwhelming, especially if you're doing this solo or with a small team. Here's how to fix that. Start with a core piece of content, a blog, a webinar, a podcast, or a white paper. Then break it into 5 to 7 assets you can use from your chosen channels. Track it all in a project management tool like ClickUp, Notion, or Asana. Templates are your best friend here. For example, start with 1 podcast episode. That single recording can become a blog post, LinkedIn carousel, YouTube short, and a newsletter. From 1 episode, you've got multiple assets, each tailored to a different platform, each focused on a specific insight. Personally, I like to start with long-form video, like a webinar, interview, or podcast recording, then break it down into smaller video and written pieces. Once you've done this a few times, you'll have a repeatable system that saves time, reduces effort, and scales content without hurting your workload. Mistake number 3, not tracking or optimizing. Too often, we judge performance based on a single number in isolation, like podcast listens or web page views, but they don't tell the full story. What really matters is this: how much reach and impact did you generate across all the content you created from that one asset? For example, don't just ask how many people attended the webinar. Instead, ask how many people saw the video clip on YouTube, how many opened the newsletter that featured a key takeaway, how many engaged with a quote graphic on LinkedIn. That's the real value of repurposing. It's not about a single post or platform. It's about the total reach and total relevance. When you shift your tracking to look at a full ecosystem, everything that came from one long-form piece, you'll start to see what formats and channels are truly working. And from there, you can double down on what performs and stop wasting time on what doesn't. So let's recap. Repurposing long-form content is one of the most powerful ways to get more mileage out of the work you've already done. Here's what to do next. Start small. Choose 2 to 3 channels, build a simple workflow, and shift how you measure success from isolated stats to a full picture performance. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. We post content just like this to help small marketing teams make smarter, more scalable content decisions. Until next time.